Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another NIKKE reaction. I know it's been quite a while since I've gotten to one of these. It's just that the request kind of dried up at some point and I kept doing other stuff. But here we are finally back with another song, a brand new one called Recipe for You, Reach for the Stars. So Cosmograph, back at it again. Let's see what he's got for us this time, shall we? Let's go. All right, I'm listening. Coming out of the gate with a lot of cinematic energy. Oh, we went dancing. Okay. Honestly, I was expecting it to be like a heavy, breakdown. But it went pop. Okay. Love that phrasing. Great syllable counting. Fits in real nicely. Yeah, this tom groove is such a cinematic flair. I love that so much. All the voices in the back as well. Oop, we got some snare in here, okay. A full beat. Ooh. Ooh. A little bit different this time around. I enjoy that. It gets kind of boring hearing the same thing repeat itself every single chorus, every single verse. These subtle beat changes and such, they do a lot to make the song more enjoyable to listen to. Still love the phrasing on that. Just nestles itself real nicely in there. Great matching of the beat on that too. Man. Okay, so this is just a coincidence, but this song is also in D minor. Literally the song I did yesterday, I did the video on Ordorbis from Exastris. That song was also in D minor, and the song is very much in D minor as well. What is up with that? Why is everything being written in D minor recently? I'm not against it. I love that key. It's a really neat key. Has a lot of room for both positive and solemn energy. There's sad and happy notes in there. A lot of flexibility because it basically takes all of the white keys from C to A and then F to A sharp. So it's you cover most of that. It just kind of lines itself straight up, and there's a lot of flexibility in having all those white keys to mess with just that singular sharp or flat, depending on how you look at it. But right off the bat, I thought it was going to be a more cinematic track because of the sheer energy it had behind it. It was a lot more grand, a lot bigger, that choir behind everything. I was like, oh, this is going to be a big epic track, a lot of strings, maybe a lot of brass coming in there, and then it just took a turn to the metal, and I was like, okay, cool, now we're here. And then it went to a dance groove, and I'm like, where am I? But like I was saying during the song, I love that they constantly kept changing the beat for basically every section of this song, the backing beat at very least. They didn't change the BPM, they didn't get too fancy there, and that's perfectly fine, especially when you just utilize the natural transitions in the song between chorus and verse to kind of shift the expectation around and make it sound completely different. different. I really like that beat change though, because especially in the chorus with it starting as a dance groove and then going to the verse and back into the chorus with just a rock groove, it made it feel like the first part was like the excitement, the energy behind the idea of getting to whatever goal they're trying to achieve, and just like the upper climb to get there, trying to keep that energy locked in and just staying high on it. And then the next part felt more like they were here and or are in the midst of making it happen, and it feels a lot more like a resolution, more resolve in general. It just feels more rooted, and I feel like the lyrics really reflect that as well, because it's talking about that whole like if you get knocked down you get back up again energy. The reach for the stars, obviously the main lyric in this song, starting from that hopeful spot, knowing what you want to achieve, you just have to get there, and then reaching it. It just mirrors itself, and that makes all the message of the song feel that much more empowering when you have something that's a little bit more flighty and less rooted, followed by something that is. There's a lot of ways to handle that in music. You can do it in a myriad of ways. You can show that same growth, but I don't think I've heard a song just straight up switch the beat between two refrains of the same exact verse or same exact chorus like this did, which is kind of interesting. This is probably a weird thing to compare it to, but that almost feels like an inverse of what Mr. Brightside by The Killers did, where the song kind of acts as a constant, very steady repetition all the way through the song, and it doesn't change the lyrics between it. It just says the same thing again, and it just feels a little bit Groundhog Day, you know, like you're going through the same event twice. There's nothing you could really do about it. It's just the way things are, and this is actively showing the movement away from something that is static and samey by moving it to a completely different beat. That's probably a bit overthought, but that's just how my brain works and how I'm thinking tonight, so I hope that makes sense to at least somebody out there. But I think that's about all I gotta say for this one, really. I've been sitting here trying to think of other things to say about it, but I think I've said pretty much everything I wanted to at least highlight. So if you like this video and you want me to do more, by all means, leave a comment down below with other songs I should get to from NIKKE or otherwise, and I will do my best. And if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me and all that, you know how to do that, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!